Hi, I'm Claire Hayes of clairephayes.com and Transformation for Life. This is a brief introduction to EFT, Emotional Freedom Techniques, which along with matrix reimprinting, which is an advanced form of EFT, is the main modality I work with in Transformation for Life. EFT was developed in the 1990s by Gary Craig, and it's a synthesis of Chinese energy work with the meridians and Western psychology, in a direct line of tradition of the whole of the 20th century of Western psychotherapeutic models. And what Gary Craig did was make a very simple model, a simple, elegant model, which we use today, and where the simple framework of the EFT tapping routine is an open doorway for the art of EFT. And that's what's so exciting about it. It's a very flexible, creative and fluid model, but it's its essence. There is a simplicity and its elegance, and that's what I'm going to teach you today. So we are literally tapping on the body. In Chinese classical medicine, there is a theory of the energy meridians, which are literally patterns of electromagnetic energy in all sorts of lines through the body, which relate to our health, our psychology, our thoughts, our feelings, and they create a map. Now, when all those meridians, those energies are flowing freely, basically we're happy. Whenever there's a negative thought or feeling or emotion, it creates an energetic blockage or a zzz in our body. And literally by tapping, which if you like is a modern way of the needles that acupuncturists use, we are clearing that energetic pattern. The beauty of this system though is that at the same time we're voicing our thoughts, our feelings, and then we create a cognitive shift. And it's the combination of these two which is the magic. So how do we do it? As I say, literally tapping, so try along with me. Going to tap as if you're lightly tapping on a drum. You're not deadening it. There's a light vibration there. We're going to start by tapping on the side of our hand. We call it the karate chop point, for obvious reasons. You can use either hand to tap either hand. As we tap, we are going to use a setup phrase, and we're going to repeat that 3 times. Now the setup phrase is divided into 3. Even though, and then we state the problem or issue, and we end with an affirmation, something like I love and accept myself, or I'm okay. You don't have to believe this. It's a way of prompting the mind to come up with some of the objections as to why this isn't true. But there's also this elegant simplicity. Even though I have this issue, I love and accept myself. It's a profoundly beautiful, it's a beautiful way to start, and oftentimes people get a lot of relief from just saying that. So why don't we do that together? Just say after me. Even though I have this issue, I love and accept myself. Even though I have these feelings in my body, I'm okay. Even though I'm telling myself these thoughts, and I've got this problem, I deeply and completely love and accept myself and who I am. So that's what we call the setup phrase. And then we go through tapping on points in the body with the minder phrase. And for the sake of this example, I'm just going to use the words these issue. And here are the points. We're going to start with a point on the crown of the head. If you draw a line up from the tips of your ears, meeting on the crown of your head, you just tap with several fingers around the crown of the head. Lots of juicy points there. And you repeat this feeling. Great. The next point is what we call the eyebrow point, and it's just here. What I generally do is take 2 fingers. I'm right-handed. I generally tap with my right hand, but you can swap them around. It doesn't matter. You tap just at the ends of your eyebrows. This feeling. Then we go to what we call the side of the eye point. And if you draw a line around the bone on the side of your eye, which protects your eye socket. You'll find a little indentation there. You can just I generally take my first 2 fingers and I tap right there. And you repeat the words, this feeling. The next point is the under the eye point. Again, this bone, which protects our eye socket. Looking directly forward, you want to be tapping on the bone in front of the eye, the pupil of the eye, and you just tap on that bone. This feeling. Excellent! And these all pertain to meridians, stomach, triple heaters, gallbladder, bladder, and so forth. You don't need to know that. The next point is under the nose. These are the under the nose point, it's under the nose. This feeling, just here. The next point is on the chin, just in that little indentation. This feeling, this issue. And these are actually the meridians that are the long conception, the long vessels, meridians that join the cut the two, they don't really cut, but they are drawing lines between the right and the left of our body. Okay, the next point is what we call the collarbone point. Strictly speaking, it's below the collarbone. If you draw your fingers along your collarbone to the little knobbly bit at the end and just feel just below there's an indentation. In acupuncture, this is kidney 27. This is the end of the kidney meridian. This can be quite tricky to get to tap. So what we do in practice is we tap all along the top of the sternum or the breastbone. This can be a very favourite point for people, a really releasing point. There are also other meridians coming through here as well. Now, this feeling. Okay, the next point is under the arm. So for ladies, it's usually where your bra strap is. And if there was a zip or a seam, which there often is up the side of your body, we're just going to tap on the seam. Now for some ladies, they can't reach across, and indeed for some men as well, because it's just too difficult. So you've got a choice here. You can reach across and tap with several fingers just on that side seam under your arm, or you can tap on the same side of your body, and then it's more convenient, it's more well, it's hard to tap with your fingers, so use your thumb. Excellent, that's called the under the arm point. The next point is the only point with a slightly tricky name, and it's called the liver point because it's the end of the liver meridian. So what you want to do is it's on the nipple line, just at the bottom of the rib cage, and the liver meridian actually goes straight down at this point. So what you want to do is just tap at the bottom of your rib cage with a few fingers, and then you're sure to get the right meridian, the liver point. Oh, excuse me, my microphone's falling down. So those are the points on the body. Crown of the head, just tap along with me. Eyebrow, side of the eye, under the nose, the chin, collarbone, under the arm, and liver point. There are also some finger points which I'm going to show you now because they can be really useful, especially for tapping in public. So what you do is you draw an imaginary line along your nail bed, the base of your nail bed and the side of your nail bed, and you're going to do that all the way along your fingers. And you stand, sitting with your thumb upwards and the palm of your hand facing you. It's the side of your fingers which are closest to your face. You take the other hand and you tap. Thumb, finger, hope you can see this, middle finger, ring finger, and little finger or pinky. And there you have it. Those are the tapping points for EFT meridian tapping. The art of EFT is how we use the words. But this is your starting point, so I hope that's useful for you, and I look forward to doing some tapping with you soon. Bye now.